Hello, welcome to Renee in Tune. I am Zin Uru Renee, and this is going to be a pick a card reading for the energy of 111, January 11th, 2024. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and just hop in. I'm going to show you the cards for your piles, and you pick the pile that you are drawn to most, and then we'll just get a few messages. Basically talking about where you're at right now, what you're doing great at, what you could be doing more of, what you could be doing less of, things of that nature. So let's talk about it. Pile one, we've got the hibernation card. Pile two, listen to self. And pile three, community. Okay, so I'm gonna hold them up together for a moment just to give you a moment to choose your pile, and then I'm gonna go ahead and hop into pile one's reading. Okay, so we have pile one, pile two, and pile three. Take a moment to choose the pile that you're drawn to most. If you're feeling torn or confused, I always recommend a few deep breaths into the belly and release them slowly, and then make your gut choice. All right, you ready? Let's do it. So, pile one. We've got the hibernation card for you already. So, I feel like this is a strong indication that there's some rest necessary. You may be pushing it too hard, but we're going to go ahead and pull you some cards. There may be a need for you to go into your own space for a time. And especially, just in this energy, in this day, there should be some rest. Let's see. All right, let's get one more shuffle, and then we're going to hop into it. Yeah, I feel like maybe some of you have been pushing it too much this week, and so today there's a need for you to like take a break, rest, stay in, kind of get you some space. And also it's like a resting the mind, not just the body, but clearing the noise around you and resting your mind. Even if you haven't been like super busy, you might have been experiencing some like mental, distress, just a lot of mental activity. And you guys know the mind. Oh, it's 12:34. So 1, 2, 3, 4 can be, a significant number for you. You can look that up for yourself if you'd like. But there's some kind of like progression that's trying to happen for you right now. And I think that you feel it. You might be feeling like you need to move a lot in order to be productive. But Spirit is saying you really need to rest your mind, because there's just going to be like a particular movement that is good for you, that is going to like kind of piece things together. But if you're like moving nonstop, then that's going to be hard for you to pick up on. Okay, so, with that being said, we've got the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck for you. So there's something that you've been trying to like stand up for. There's something that you've been like standing firm in. You may even feel like you're just dealing with a lot of hurdles and hassles. That's what I feel like more than anything else. It just feels like one thing after the other. You know what I mean? Like you might just, and it doesn't necessarily need to be anything major. For some of you, it is. But for some of you, it's just like, little hassles that just make things more difficult moving along, more challenging, I should say. and you've been in, the Five of Pentacles, I mean, the Five of Wands is here. So you've been in a state of dealing with some disagreement. Some of you may be, having miscommunication with another individual or people around you. You may be experiencing some like competition, you know what I mean? And that's not always an unhealthy thing. Healthy competition is good, but you may be feeling the heaviness of like, this unwanted competition around you. Um, and some of you are just kind of in your head trying to figure out, going back and forth between decision making, going back and forth between what the best route is, what the best way is. That's what it feels like more than anything. It's like you're trying to get something done, you're trying to, accomplish something, you're trying to finish something, or even get started. For some of you, you could be trying to like get started with something, and there's this little inner battle going on, where battle of the mind, where it's like, let me try this, or let me try that, or let me try this, let me try that. Maybe that's not going to be like you're just kind of you're tiring yourself out, and it's just mentally. And then we've got the Four of Swords. So what you could be doing more of is resting, just like if the spirit never fails. Okay, hibernation card. That you chose this pile hibernation card. The spirit has been telling you from the door, from the jump, rest is necessary, a break is necessary, some isolation is necessary, some time to yourself is necessary. Quieting your mind, resting your mind is necessary, resting your body is necessary. Yeah, there's just been a lot going on around you, and even a lot coming at you. And so there's a lot going on inside of you. And so there's a strong need for you to rest right now. Take a break. Today is the time for you to take a break. Take a break. Take a break, pile one. Take a break, pile one. That's really, really, really important, because that's going to bring you balance. It's going to bring you into a balanced state. It's going to allow you time to feel your emotions, understand them, and then be able to link them to your passions and create. Whether that's non-physically, whether that's just like you kind of like finding a mental flow of your direction, a focus, a mental focus, and saying, okay, yeah, I made peace with that. That's where I'm at. Or even actually physically creating something out of your frustrations that you've been able to now like come to a happy medium with. And so the Temperance card is really a card of alchemy for me. So it's about shifting energy. Okay, so when you take a break, you get to shift your energy. You intentionally shift your energy. So if you've been feeling, torn, if you've been feeling kind of like, bombarded, you know what I mean? If you've been feeling in a negative mode, in an argumentative state, then taking a break right now is really, really, really necessary for you, so that you can get back into your balance, so that you can feel in, like you're having some calm in your mindset and calm in your vicinity. This is all about it's all about alchemizing energy, shifting things from one energy to another, just really creating something out of something else. That's what that Temperance card energy is. Some of you who chose this pile might be a Sagittarius or have heavy Sagittarius placements, because that's coming up here strong. So this could be impacting you most on this. This 111 energy could be bringing this particular circumstance, this particular issue for you up, so that you can mend and heal it. The Star card is coming up. My Aquarians, you could also be going through this similar thing. Aries, and need to like just take a break, take a day. You know what I mean? Even if it's just a day, take a break. So you're mending this like little bit of negativity, or this push and pull, this kind of like toxicity going on here. You're mending it. Some of you may even need to just kind of like disconnect from the idea of needing other people to like be cool with you. Like sometimes people just don't vibe, don't mesh. So you got to be willing to be okay with that. Like, hey, no hard feelings. And not allow that to move you from from your, like state of peace. But the Star card is here. So there's a lot of healing and mending to that when you decide to take a break, when you decide to just like fall back for a day and just do you. Some of you also might just need to like stay off of the social media for a day too, with this Star card here, because there might just be like a lot that you are consuming, right? A lot of different things you're consuming as you take it in, and it could also be like taking up a lot of your time. And there may be a need for you to just, take a break for a day. We've got the Two of Cups here. So I like it. I think that you taking a mental, health day, which is like me and my children like to call it a mental health day, is balancing your masculine and feminine energies. It allows you to hear yourself feel. It allows you to find clarity in what your next line of action is and what your next step is. I really like it. And also for some of you, there's like maybe a connection that you're neglecting because there's so much else going on. And so you could definitely take a break from the world and the break from, social media and unplug to, spend time alone, rest your own mind and your own thoughts, but also maybe to connect with a particular individual who does bring calm to you, who does bring balance to you, who you can kind of just relax and be yourself with. And there's not a lot of mental riffraff, and there's not a lot of kind of, competition there between you and this person. This energy is going to bring you a lot of clarity, not just calm, not just peace, not just balance. It's not just going to shift the energy into a new direction, but it's going to bring you some form of clarity, some form of communication. So some of you may have had some riffraff going on with a person in your life, but they may come through for communication here. Maybe you need to take a break from like communicating with them and just kind of like, sometimes when we let the dust settle and when we're having like disagreements and we let the dust settle, things change. You know what I mean? Like in the heat of the moment, everything is like a ruckus. But then when you let the dust settle, it's like, okay, I can kind of look at the picture more clearly. Oh, okay, I see what's going on. Oh, I see your point of view. And, then you can come back to a common ground, right? So I feel like there's some communication for some of you that'll happen once you just kind of like fall back for a day, let that person, like give them their space for a moment, take your own space for a moment, and I feel like you can come back to it with a new slate. You know what I mean? So that's definitely coming up here, and I definitely feel like for some of you, you're just needing to unplug. You're needing to unplug, get a mental health day in, and something that you've been kind of back and forth on is going to become very clear for you when you find yourself in a peaceful state for a day, at the very least. Yeah, because there's some doubt going on in your energy. So you might need to nurture your solar plexus, nurture your self-esteem, your confidence, just kind of really like, care for that for the next day or two. And some of you may be needing to nurture a connection, just to kind of like relieve all doubt, relieve all that, doubt can be a big repellent for things going, well. So sometimes we're needing to boost that self-esteem. So I feel like there's some, and there's a lot of blue here in this hibernation card. So I think this is about some form of communication. So even if it's not with another person, there's some communicating with yourself, your inner child, your like energy centers that you're needing to be doing right now. And then there's a lot of brown around it. So there's just this grounding. You're rooting yourself. You're grounding. You're getting back to earth here. You know what I mean? You're calming everything down. So I hope that was helpful for you, Pile One. I love you so much. If you like this video, go ahead and tap the like button. Share the video if you like. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please be sure to do so before you roll out. And if you'd like to connect with me more, you can take a look in the description box for all of my information and links. Also, if you'd like to support my channel and the growth thereof, then you can find donation links in that description box as well. But if you want to find me on other social media platforms, you can find all my links and you can connect with me in numerous forms. If you're interested, there's also my email in my links that you can find, to communicate with me if need be for whatever reason. If you'd like to, connect, leave a review, things of that nature. So I love you, Pile One. Take you a break. Don't be doing too much. Okay. Thank you. All right, we're gonna move into Pile Two. All right. If you chose Pile 2, then you chose the beautiful green dragon here, and it is Listen to Self, titled Listen to Self. This is like one of my favorite dragons in the deck because um he's just so earthy and powerful, so connected to nature, so connected to the earth. I also feel like when he connects to Earth, he connects a lot to ancestors. So a lot of the green dragons in the deck have this kind of like they all have stars somewhere. You know, not all of them, but they're a lot of them have stars included in their ambience. But I feel like particularly the green dragons, they have this almost like etheric connection to the spirit realm, to ancestors. Like you can see all of these, I don't know if you can see them very well, I don't have the greatest camera in the world, but if you want to see my cards more clearly, you can support my channel. But this is they're like symbols, like little symbolic, symbols here. And then there's all of these like grandiose stars, and to me these are all ancestral energy here. So how to I can tell you off the rip, like your this 111 energy is really about you connecting with your non-physical parts, with your intuition, but really also connecting with your ancestors. um really connecting with your spirit team, your spirit guides. You have a very um and also connecting with the earth, because I feel like the earth is a huge source of being able to connect with that side, with that non-physical side. So yeah, if that's, if you are someone who, who likes to like indulge in the new moon energies, or likes to indulge in these like 111, or uh synchronicity portals and things of that nature. If you are someone who, understands like coding and numerology and sacred geometry, if you're someone who interacts with your ancestors, this is a huge day for you to like take the time out and do that. Spend time with for some of you, you may have like a shrine or something of that nature. I feel like this is a great day for you to, kind of like reset your shrine, set out new, water, new candles, things of that nature for your loved ones, and just take a day to kind of honor them and pay them homage and things of that nature, connect with them. I also feel like this is a great day for you to go out in nature if that's not really your thing. You know what I mean? Go out into nature, spend time sitting in the grass or with the trees, because I feel like there's this connection to the ancestors through the nature. You may have like a lot of animals coming around you. This is all just intuitive. I'm gonna pull your cards in a moment, but let me get one more shuffle after this. And but I feel like you could definitely be someone who has a lot of interaction with animals, and today is a good day for you to kind of go out and be accessible to the nature, because there's so many interactions that are at your behest. I think that you might see like butterflies, you might see a lot of birds, you might see even like I don't know, like groundhog kind of energy. You know what I mean? Like you might be that person that always catches the groundhog when it does decide to be out. But there's just so much that your ancestors are trying to give you. So this is a huge day. The energy of this day is really about you connecting with your ancestors and connecting with nature. There may be some things that are weighing you down with the 5 of Cups, and this is like just disappointments, just things kind of not going your way. I do get the sense that this is with your career. For some of you, you could also be like myself, just kind of in a very unorthodox line of work, a very spiritual line of work, things of that nature, things that just don't have, that like cookie cutter way of being, you know what I mean? And so you may have kind of felt some pushback, or felt like, things are just not moving. You love what you do, but you just don't necessarily, you still have to like survive, you still have to, have things that you need to do. It's like your ancestors are wanting to connect with you. They have ideas, they have ancient wisdom, knowledge, they have, confidence for you, they have support for you, love for you. They have all of these things that they're wanting to interact with you, but they just kind of need you to get into this receptive mode so that they can like, so you can see it clearly. I like to call it like the sixth sense. When you close your eyes, it's like you can hear better, or and smell better, taste better. It's like when you close down one sense, the other ones just heighten to kind of like pick up the weight. You know what I mean? That's how our body functions. And I think that when you take the time to go sit out in nature, you're kind of closing off this noise, and so you have this heightened sense, and you're hearing so much more. You're hearing the animals, you're hearing the wind, you're hearing the trees, you're hearing the sounds around you, and you get this heightened sense of knowing, about yourself and the connection with your ancestors. The King of Wands is here, so a lot of you can have heavy Sagittarius energy, but either way, you are just super creative. You know what I mean? Like, you're literally just a ball of charisma. You know what I mean? And your personality is your coin. And I think that sometimes you're trying to figure out the way to do things. And your ancestors are wanting to let you know that you are the way. You are the way. And just being yourself is the way. It's going to open up so many opportunities for you. So you've been doing that lately. You've been really like stepping out a little bit, just kind of showing more of yourself. Some of you could be definitely social media content creators, podcasters, things of that nature, actors, DJs, musicians, just any kind of line of work where you are sharing your face, sharing your personality, speaking to people. You could be motivators, you could be artists, models, you know what I mean? Hairstylists, even. Like, you are someone who your face is the forefront and your personality is your coin, you know what I mean? So you've been moved and pushed into sharing more of yourself. And I feel like it's time to let go of a chapter with the world card. So today, 111, you're letting go of a chapter, and your ancestors are wanting to help you do that. The nature is wanting to help you do that. The world card is here, so something is ending for you, Capricorns. This is very particular to you as well. It's like you've been trudging. Saturn has been a long cycle for you. A lot of hurdles, a lot of delays, a lot of things, of that nature, but you've been pressing forward nonetheless. You've been putting yourself out there nonetheless. You've been, pushing through a threshold nonetheless. This has just not been comfortable for you. This was not made easy for you. But I think that Spirit is saying it's time. It's time to close that chapter. It's time to release the disappointments, release things that, old habits, old mindsets, old ways, old disappointments, things that just, keep you from putting yourself out there more, keep you from moving in your authenticity, keep you from being adventurous and curious in your journey. Because you're the kind of person where your journey and all the ways that you um, up level in your success is not going to be traditional. You know what I mean? So everybody, this is not going to be somebody who can say, oh yeah, this has been done a million times, here's the tried and true method. Like, you're kind of like a waymaker. You know what I mean? You're someone who is traveling, your own path. It's not one that's, heavily traveled. You're someone who's kind of like moving to the beat of your own drum. And so sometimes you feel a little bit defeated because of that. And so Spirit is saying it's time to close that chapter. It's time to let that go. You've done so much work, and now it's time for the reciprocation to roll in. But you've got to be willing to close out this chapter. You've got to be willing to let go of that mindset that you don't have, that you're lacking, that you're missing something, that you need to do it a certain way, that you need it to look like anyone else's journey, that maybe yours is not interesting, or yours is not good enough, or yours is not whatever, like edited enough, or whatever. You know what I mean? It's time to let that go. And I think that today is a time for you to take a moment to spend time in the nature, spend time with your ancestors, really get connected, really get connected with your spirit, because you need to listen to yourself. You need to listen to yourself without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, because you are the win. Like, it's just you. It's nothing else. It's nothing attached to you. It's nothing that you need. You don't need any resources. You are your prize, your greatest prize. And so it's time to let go of that chapter of anything that keeps you from stepping in that direction. The Two of Swords is here, so you got a decision to make. You've got a decision to make. And you may feel like you don't have all the answers, and this is the way. This is the way you find the answers, right? Because look at this. What did I say? Your charisma is your coin. Your personality is your success, and you will be very successful with this Six of Wands here. Okay, you will be very successful. There's a leveling up, a promotion. There's recognition coming towards you. There is success here. For some of you, you're already feeling this, and you may be experiencing some like imposter syndrome, and spirit saying, hell no. Okay. Sorry, YouTube. But there's the Three of Pentacles here. So you may think that you need to continue to do it a traditional way, but no, your craft is what it is for you. It's where it's at for you. It's where your coin and your stability is coming from. Because people are going to want to connect with you. They're going to want to watch what you do. They're going to want to pay you for what you do. They're going to want to, interact with you. They're going to want to collaborate with you. That's what this is all about. And this is about your craft, your skill. This is about doing what you love. It's not about hard work, doing something that you just can't, that you just like, ugh, about, you know what I mean? So the Three of Pentacles is here, backing up this World card. It's saying you can stay where you are. You can keep doing what you've been doing. You can do it the way other people said. You can do it the traditional way. You can keep that job you can't stand. Or you can step out on a leap of faith and start this fresh chapter with doing, fully enthralled in doing what you love. Okay, because this is like people are going to want to connect with you. You are going to experience the success of that. Don't allow your mind to keep you from embracing a journey that is yours, that you have created. Right, listen to yourself. But again, that imposter syndrome creeps in sometimes. And sometimes you're needing to, I just saw 2626. So look up that number, see what it means to you. You need, help. Help is on the way. I just heard Mrs. Doubtfire, and he goes, help is on the way. I don't know. Some of you guys, that's like a classic for me. So I've seen the movie a million times, but it's like your some of you, your guides are kind of like a Mrs. Doubtfire, and they're like, help is on the way, honey. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to come help you. The Death card is here with the Two of Swords. So you're getting ready to go through a massive transformation of thought. What you thought you didn't have the resources or answers or clarity on is coming in. But this is coming in when you release the old ways of thinking, when you release the separation from yourself and where it is that you're going and what it is that you're doing. Scorpio, this is for you too. I think you guys have been writing something for a really long time. Scorpio, as long as I've been reading tarot, you guys have been writing a book of your life. You know what I mean? Like, you've been doing something. You've been writing a project. Okay? So we've been talking about this for a long time, boo thing. Okay? It's time for you to move forward. Okay? Capricorn, Sagittarius, Scorpio, it's time for you to go on ahead and handle this. Okay? Because you've been wanting to do this forever, but you've been sticking with the corporate because it's cool, because you got a good position, because you're great at what you do, because you're able to, communicate with people, because you're able to work well with the team. You're able to do this, but that is not what you want to do. There is a drive. There's something inside of you that you want to do. For many of you, you want to write that book, and there could be some pushback because maybe you're concerned about people in your life, how they're going to feel about it. Like, when you really share your story, like, you're so supported. Just know you're so supported, and this 111 energy is here for you to kind of put everything else away and put it down and just set it to the side so that you can connect with the nature, connect with your ancestors, your spirit guides, your support system, your spiritual support system, and also your intuition, your gut, your spirit, who you are. Connect with yourself, reconnect with yourself so that you can listen to yourself and really, really just get ready to let go of all the things that have been weighing you and keeping you feeling like you don't have the answers, or you're just undecided, or you just don't have the clarity, because you're ready. You have the clarity. It's time for you to move forward. It's time for you to make this transformation. Okay? All right, my darlings. It's time. Okay, Page of Swords. You have much to express, my loves. Much to express. And you also have much to learn. It's like when you take a step towards expressing yourself, you also connect with information. You connect with resources. People who got that. You know what I mean? People who want to share that with you. People who are like, oh, shoot, I never knew you did that. Oh, okay, well, let me tell you about this. And it's like, but it takes for you to give a little to get a little, like, express yourself so that you can receive some information and learning, because the page is about having things to express, not getting it out. You're needing to get it out. Express it. Express yourself. Communicate. Speak. Record that video. Write that book. get into that lecture. But also it talks about learning new things, and so you get to receive because you've decided to express. You get to receive now. There's information coming towards you, people coming towards you, opportunities coming towards you, resources coming towards you. So trust yourself, listen to yourself, take this 111 energy as a cue for you to reconnect with yourself, to get out in nature, connect with your ancestors. There's so much here for you. I love you so much. Mwah, 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 mwah. Thank you, Pao 2, for being here. um I don't need to wish you all the success because you already have it. You are it, literally. Okay, literally, literally. But I do offer you my support, and let me know what you're doing. Comment down below, like the video, share the video. If you've not done so already, subscribe to my channel, and stick around. I have much in store. Okay, moving forward. And if you are interested in connecting further, you can tap in my links down below and, find my other social media platforms. If you'd like to support me or my channel, there are also donation links there as well. I love you. All right, now pile 3, last but never least, let's talk about it. Oh, okay. Yeah, pile 3. We've got the community card. If you chose pile 3, you chose the community card. Okay, this is like one of the most beautiful cards in this deck, with all these pretty butterflies of and all this like bright orange and yellow. It's just really awesome. I feel like there is so much love and support for you. You may be someone who's kind of had to do it, thug it. I'm hearing thug it. You've had to thug it out yourself on your own. You're used to being, I'm hearing loner. You're used to being by yourself. Like you're not really used to having people at your corner or somebody to call or a support system when you decide you want to do something. Or you want to accomplish something. Like that's not something that you're used to. But I feel like things are about to drastically change for you. I really feel like you're about to experience something that you're not used to experiencing. This may make you feel a little unsettled and uneasy, right? The Nine of Wands just like dropped out as I was shuffling, and the cards just are going all over the place as I'm trying to shuffle them. I'm going to shuffle 2 more times before we get into it, but it makes me feel like you're trying to be very protective of yourself. That's what it feels like. You're trying to be very protective of yourself. You're not used to this. You're like, back up. Back up out my space, okay? I love y'all, Pop 3, because I completely relate. It's like, okay, I love you, but you're too close. Like, back up, okay? Don't get any closer. And I feel you really trying to protect yourself. And I feel you're used to like feeling abandoned, alone, by yourself. And look, the 2 of Cups, like balance, love, okay, union even coming towards you. Like, come on. You've been balancing your masculine and feminine energies. You really love yourself. Like, you put that work in, and it took a lot because you didn't have nobody, there having your back. You know what I mean? You didn't have that. So this is something that you've always desired and wanted, but you've always been so used to not having it. So you're just like, okay, it's actually here. So let's look at your cards, because this 111 energy is opening something up for you that you've been healing and mending for so freaking long now. The Star card, Aquarius, Aries, this is you. You may be people that have always had people around you, but still felt alone in a room. You know what I mean? So it's not like you've been by yourself, but also you kind of like connect with people. You're there for people. They're around you all the time. But then when you deal with your own things, you deal with it alone. Like there's no, what you do for others, you don't necessarily ever ask for. They don't do for you. They don't even know that you need it. You're independent. You know what I mean? And so it's like you've been finally like coming to this realization of that, and also just healing the reasons why you're like that. Like really just recognizing it. Like, why am I like that? You know what I mean? Because I think I really deserve support as well. I think I really deserve to get the things that I give to other people. And I think it finally hit you that, dang, I don't really let nobody into my space, into my world. I don't really talk to anybody. I don't really let them know where I'm coming from or how I'm feeling or what I need. I'm getting like emotional too. So I feel like this has been a really long like trudgery for you. And even though you knew, it's like once you figured out that you knew that you wanted to heal and mend this, it still is very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. But you have been pressing forward nonetheless. You have been, you know, ooh, the wheels have turned so much. The Wheel of Fortune is here. Okay, my fixed signs, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, I'm talking to you. Okay, my Pisceans, I'm talking to you. You have literally stepped into the unknown. This is unknown territory, uncharted waters. You've stepped into it with sheer trust that things will shift and change, and your shifts and changes are here. But you don't see them because we've got this Eight of Swords energy here. You're just kind of in your head. You overthink a lot. You're looking very closely at a lot of circumstances and situations that you need to kind of back up a little bit because there's so much solution around, but you kind of feel like, nah, this ain't never gonna work out. You know what I mean? Because you don't see the solution because you're looking too closely. You know, so you're needing to take a step back. You're not stuck anywhere. You're not stuck in any situations. You're not stuck without any situations because you may think like, man, I'm just doomed to that, or maybe I'm just not meant to have that. And that's something that's come out of my own mouth many a times, but that's just simply untrue. you know you are not. This is an illusion, this Eight of Swords energy, and it's something that we kind of think our way into. um yeah, the Page of Wands is here. You have so much passion inside of you, inside of your heart. You're a passionate person. You're a lover. You give that, you do not receive it back. Because you're just used to that. You're used to your independence, and people have always felt that from you, and so they just don't kind of think you need anything, and it's not your fault and it's not their fault. It's just been the way of things, and there's so many things that happens in your upbringing that kind of set this tone for you, and so now you're having to deliberately go back there and break those chains, redirect it. And that is not a comfortable feeling at all. It's very unknown. But you got this. You've got this passion inside of you, and so you're creating. You've got opportunities to connect. For some of you, there's someone that wants to connect with you, that passionately. For some of you, there I see like a child coming in your future. That's a first specific. Some of you, there's a child, a little fire sign baby, a little boy, coming into your future. Like even around you, energetically already, like a spirit child that is, wanting to connect with you, that's there with you. For some of you, this could even be a child that you lost, um just like letting you know and rooting you on and saying that you can have love and community and family in your life and support. You deserve that, and it's there for you when you are ready, and you do not have to believe that you don't deserve that, because that is just a damn lie, baby, a damn lie. Oh shucks. King of Swords, my Aquarius. Okay, you guys are, this is your energy's all over the place here. Okay, so this is stuff that you experience. You're used to just kind of like doing your own thing. You're very diplomatic. You're very intelligent. You're very out of the box. You're very unconventional. You just, you're very, um, you're like the lawmaker almost. You know what I mean? Like you kind of like bam. You like the fact checker. You know what I mean? You got that energy about you. But it's like you can sometimes detach from emotion, from sensual connections, from things of that nature, because you're just like, whoa, 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 whoa. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, whoa. Okay, my fixed signs. You go through this. You know what I mean? Pisces, um, uh, Aries even, you know what I mean? And the signs don't make a difference, but it's just like these are the energies that are coming up, and if you have heavy placements there, you're probably definitely experiencing this, especially if you chose this pile. But there's a lot of detachment that you experience, but I think you're going to experience more detachment, and I don't think that it's in the same way that you used to. You're getting ready to detach from those ideas, from those thoughts, from that way of doing things and receiving things, and that way of communicating and being communicated with. And but you got to get grounded. The Four of Pentacles is here. You got to get grounded. This is all about getting grounded for me. So it's like grounding your mind so that you can open your heart, because I think that you hold very tightly to yourself. You hold very tightly to yourself because you want to protect yourself. The Spirit is saying you are already so protected. There is literally a child energy, a childlike energy in spirit. Oh, it's 111. On 111. Go ahead, pile three. It's 111 right now on 111. You know, this like portal and energy for you is wide the fuck open. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I don't know if I could do that on YouTube, but it's wide open, okay? Yeah, it's wide open. And there's like a childlike energy around you, like walking you through, wants you to kind of loosen up a little bit, open your heart, get grounded, stay grounded, remain grounded in yourself, love on yourself. Continue to be the same, you know, stern, strong, progressive, innovative person that you are, but open yourself up, open your heart. You have so much. The Lover's card, choose yourself. You know, you do so much for other people. Now it's time to choose yourself. Gemini, okay, boo, boo thing. You do so much for other people. Now it's time to choose yourself. 444, I just saw. You're so protected. And you have such like spiritual energy around you. You know, you have like a specific, you know, very childlike, maybe little boy for some of you around you that is, you know, supporting you in this and wanting you to choose yourself, wanting you to love yourself. Because when you do, you just have a community of people, a community of people, even the growth of a family, even the love of a person coming towards you to make you feel like this freaking card feels confident in yourself and confident in that support and that love, being able to lay yourself in other people's hands sometimes and receive the support and the giving that you generally give. Hmm. This was really beautiful, Pile 3. I hope that that was helpful for you. 111, you know, lean into your passions no matter how uncomfortable they are. Lean into your passions because and you know, listen to frequency music, communicate with the spirit around you. um I am also hearing be childlike. Allow yourself to be childlike, to engage in childlike activity, because this is going to open you up a little bit. In this 111, we just had, you know, two 111s at one time, so it's like really, really, really moving you to open up through this energy, so that you can move forward after this in just such a different space. You know, I love you so much. If you enjoyed this message, please be sure to like this video, share the video. Ooh, look, I just picked up half the deck and the Ace of Cups is there. Yep, love is coming for you, boo. It's coming for you, boo. Like the video, share the video, comment down below, tell me what you think. If you like these pick a cards, drop me some comment suggestions. Ooh, 42, 42 I just saw. So a lot of fours. You're so supported. Pile 3. If you want to connect with me further, all of my information and links are in the bio, or in the, you know, description. And if you are interested in supporting my channel, there are donation links down below. There's pretty much every way that you can reach me and on my social medias. I love you guys so much. All right. This was a fun pick a card. I enjoyed this. So again, drop me suggestions either in through email. My email is in the information below. There's also the zodiac schedule, so I'll be posting zodiac readings every week, so you can find your sun, moon, and rising sign, and you can definitely, you know, tap in with me weekly and you know, check out those messages for yourself. But again, send me some suggestions of questions that you have and things that you're wanting more guidance about, because I would love to do some more pick of cards like this one for you, and really talk about the things you really want to hear about. Okay, so without further ado, enjoy your 111. I love you so much. And again, I am Zin Uru Renee, and this is Renee in Tune.